Okay, welcome to April. We got guidepost 30 here. We're going to meet Sunday evening. This coming Sunday evening is also Easter. And we've been having a conversation about love and looking at various permutations of that. And we discovered a phenomenon that is happening that is sort of the opposite of love. This is what happens when there's not enough love, or when we are unaware of the love and concern that we bathe in all the time. When we get anxious about that, we get reactive. And some of that came up for us last Sunday, and I want to get to that, but next week. This week, because it's Easter, and because last year on Easter we had a really excellent conversation, I want to see if we can catch that energy again. So Easter is the Christian festival of the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus. Jesus goes to Jerusalem, he gets arrested, he gets crucified, he's dead, he's buried, but somehow he's still alive. He's still manifesting in some way to people such that they vividly are aware of his presence. Resurrection is one of these troubling things about Christianity that it's like walking on the water, feeding 5,000 with a handful of fish and bread. There's a bunch of virgin birth. Here are these things that Christians assert as true, which are scientifically impossible. And so it's almost as though this is a religion for the gullible, a religion for people who can believe things that we know can't possibly be true scientifically. This is the test of faith. Or we believe that whenever we're talking about spiritual realities, we're talking in metaphor. We're not talking in the same kind of language, the factual language of everyday life. This is a mythological language where hidden truths are being revealed in things that can only be talked about with ordinary language, but it's something that's hidden that is revealed by what it is that we're saying. So maybe resurrection is not so puzzling after all. Maybe resurrection is something that we actually witness all the time. If resurrection is something that only ever happened to Jesus and it never is going to happen again, it certainly isn't going to happen to you, what's the point? But if resurrection is one of those things that is present in our lives all the time, but which we often miss, we don't see it when it happens, except when it happens in such a vivid way as it did a couple of thousand years ago. But maybe it's actually available to us if we are aware of it, if we pay attention to this phenomenon that is resurrection. Now, there's some good reasons not to want to pay attention to it, because one of the things we know about resurrection is that it is always preceded by death of some kind. Nobody likes that. You can leave me out of that, right? So this Sunday evening, we want to talk about what does resurrection mean? What does it mean to you? What has it meant? What might it mean? Does it describe anything that's ever happened to you? When was that? And are there things that we can do? If resurrection is such a wonderful thing, are there things that we can do that make it more likely for resurrection to happen? So I hope you'll be able to join us this Sunday evening for our continuing pilgrimage in living with intention.